David Allan Coe's life was chaotic and unexpected from the start. Rehabilitation school and jail may have crushed him. He relieved pain with loud music. He defied country music by joining outlaw country. Coe persevered after losing early song rights due to finances. His music became bolder and more controversial, sparking debate. In conformist culture, how much can one man oppose? Tenacity cost Coe. Explore Allan Coe's tragedy. David Allan Coe's life started awkwardly. Coe often ran red lights and avoided his background. Rebellion and outlaw country music stardom shook the world. Born in Akron, Ohio on September 6, 1939, Coe had a difficult childhood. He spent most of his childhood in prisons, including the Ohio Penitentiary, after attending reform school at 9. Music comforted him in hard times. Screamin' Jay Hawkins inspired Coe to write songs in prison, changing country music. After his 1967 release, Coe brought talent and determination to Nashville. In a hearse outside Ryman Auditorium, he hid. After seeing Coe's potential, Shelby Singleton signed him to Plantation Records. Coe created a unique country music personality despite financial hardship and $300,000 in child maintenance. Penitentiary Blues, his 1970 debut, was just the start. He joined Pete and Rose Drake's Nashville Publishing Company in 1971 after touring with Grand Funk Railroad and becoming popular. And despite his delayed solo breakthrough, Tanya Tucker's 1973 smash, Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone, highlighted Coe's creativity. Coe became renowned in 1975 with his second album, Once Upon a Rhyme. You Never Even Called Maine by My Name from the album was his first top 10 country hit. Coe's career began with country music satire. Coe appeared in the Heart-Worn Highways documentary with rising country singers Guy Clark, Townes Van Zandt, and Steve Earle. The film showed Coe's innovation and growth in outlaw country. The 1975 third album, The Mysterious Rhinestone Cowboy, defined Coe's career. Coe's Lone Ranger mask and rhinestone costume fit his record title. Coe's country music career was cemented by Mel Tillis-inspired stage persona. How far can Coe push classic country music before the world reacts? His true life cost. Character was as vital as music in his shows. Coe's father compared his stage act to the Lone Ranger's disguise to indicate defiance. Fans liked his song's honesty about forbidden topics and social standards. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, outlaws altered country music. Artists prefer authenticity over Nashville's shine. Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings inspired new country rebels. Long hair, flashy attire, and uncompromising attitude branded David Allan Coe as an outlaw. This attitude was on Coe's 1976 third album, Long-Haired Redneck. The title song featured misfits. Despite its strange tone, people enjoyed the album's honesty and reality. Outlaws grew under Coe. Being with Jennings and Nelson boosted his fame. Not everyone liked Coe's unusual approach. Him being a gimmick like outlaw was criticized. After accepting his outsider status, Coe continued. He was hard to take seriously even in outlaw country because to David Allan Coe's flair and rebellion. According to AllMusic, Coe's long hair, earrings, flashy rhinestone jackets, Harley-Davidson biker boots, and big belt buckles limited his mainstream acceptance. Despite his great voice, Coe was overlooked while others sung his songs. Coe replaced Mysterious Rhinestone Cowboy with cliches in 1976's Long-Haired Redneck. His first album, his third for Columbia Records, evokes outlaw country, especially in the title song, which mocks bikers, cowboys, and hippies at a dive bar. Seeking Willie Nelson's Redhead, crime surged with 1977 Platinum. Outlaws made Coe a genre leader. On his 1977 album Rides Again, Coe recorded Willie Waylon and Me identifying with outlaw country pioneers. A self-aligned man was suspected of manipulating Jennings and Nelson's relationships. Richie Albright, Jennings' drummer, enjoyed Coe's songs and singing but lied. In his autobiography, Jennings called Coe the most sincere of the bunch. Of bandwagon jumpers, but chastised him for verbally abusing prisoners. A popular song about an unhappy worker inspired the 1981 film of the same name. The song was popular, but many thought Paycheck wrote it, angering Coe's music company. Coe's outlaw country contributions are undisputed. On Spectrum 7 and Human Emotions, he promoted country music by discussing love, despair, and redemption. With worker-friendly songs like Take This Job and Shove It, Coe represented the disaffected. Talented Coe struggles mainstream. This contempt for industry standards won him supporters and detractors. After the outlaw movement faded and the urban cowboy trend sleeker sound took over in the early 1980s, Coe faced a crossroads. His music defies trends. His 1982 album, The Day I See You, ended with 3 fan-dedicated songs illustrating his perseverance. Country music maintained Coe's impact. He altered the genre by being devoted and flexible. How did Coe's determination affect country music? David Allen's continuous country music career is surprising. Coe returned to stardom in the early 1980s after his unique style and rebelliousness failed to catch on. Hit albums and singles revived him. Castles in the Sand 1983 was essential for Coe. His career began when his most successful album since, Once Upon a Rhyme, hit number 8 on country albums. Leading single The Ride Counted, The Creepy Hitchhiker meeting Hank Williams' SR. Ghost Song revived Coe's music. Coe was praised for the song's stunning imagery and insightful take at stardom and loyalty. Later, Coe hits more. Mona Lisa Lost Her Smile from 1984's Just Divorced was second on Billboard country singles. Coe's passionate words told stories like Da Vinci's painting. Just Divorced starred Coe. She used to love Maine a lot, look back, while missing the kid bemoaned separation. Honesty and passion make Coe a brilliant storyteller and performer. Pete and Rose Drake's Nashville Windows Publishing Company contracted him as an exclusive songwriter until 1977 and October 1971. He was a cult figure but never famous. Others like Coe's tunes. After Spears' 1972 one, Souvenirs, California Memrise, and Tanya Tucker's 1973 one. Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone made Coe one of Nashville's most successful songwriters. Columbia Records signed him and recorded Would You Lay With Maine. For his 1975 second album, Once Upon a Rhyme, Tom Jurek of AllMusic considered Coe and Tucker's versions definitive. Third album, The Mysterious Rhinestone Cowboy, showed Coe's love of country and outlaw country. Mel Tillis gave Coe a rhinestone costume and Lone Ranger mask before Glenn Campbell's Rhinestone Cowboy, Coe's father advised hiding beneath the mask. Steve Goodman and John Prine's You Never Even Called Maine by My Name, Coe's biggest Once Upon a Rhyme hit. Goodman's 1971 debut album earned Coe his first country top 10 single at 8 in 1975. Goodman calls it the perfect country and western song. Coe disagreed, claiming it didn't feature mama trains, trucks, prison, or getting drunk. Goodman added a verse that fit Coe's standards, and Coe considered the amended version perfect. Coe penned Cocaine Carolina for Johnny Cash and recorded backup vocals on John R. Cash 1975, The Son of the South with Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings established Coe's pioneering status. A Matter of Life and Death, his 1987 Columbia album, ended a decade of experimentation. This concept album explored mortality and spirituality, expressing humanity deeply. He exhibited talent and vision in the 1980s. His extraordinary career illustrates his adaptability to country music's ever-changing terrain. How did his style change country music? After a decade with Columbia Records, David Allan Coe released the 1987 concept album A Matter of Life and Mortality, exploring mortality, spirituality, and humanity. This introspective album's beautiful melodies and gloomy lyrics reflected life's transience. Coe's 1980s financial success showed his talent and foresight. She influenced 1990s country music. The 1999 collaboration with Pantera guitarist Dimebag Darrell and 2006 duet Rebel Meets Rebel combined country and metal, demonstrating Coe's originality. Despite his fame, a New York Times journalist called Coe's songs racist. New albums like the Moonshine Bandits 2017 Baptized in Bourbon reinforced Coe's country music hero status. Outlaw Origin Secrets' his country music career was controversial, disobedient, and honest. Coe studied genre-free art. Drama and scandal drove Coe rogue. His death row claim for defending himself from molestation was initially questioned. Despite little truths, Coe maintained his renegade image. A TOA concert in Oklahoma saw him, Waylon Jennings, and Willie Nelson bravely join the 48 Hours in Outlaws motorcycle gang with weapons. He confirmed his musical maverick status by saying this act created outlaw country. His music and personality were controversial. Rides Again songs like The House We've Been Calling Home openly discussed polygamy, mirroring his unconventional existence. Coe said, "If that ain't country, I'll kiss your ass," a song admonished for its racist lyrics, reflected his life. The 1986 Son of the South album cover portrayed Coe holding a Confederate flag-draped baby, which was condemned. See the explanation letter from Coe followed racist comments. Despite criticism, Coe said his music and connections proved his broad viewpoint and understanding. Coe's dreadlocks, earrings, and braided beard defied expectations throughout his career. Hate racist labels, his perseverance allows future artists to flourish without fear of judgment. David Allan Coe's death row sentence for murdering a molesting inmate was questioned, casting doubt on his story. A Texas documentarian found Coe imprisoned for burglary tools and indecent materials, not murder. Coe helped outlaw country despite controversy. He recalls performing with Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson at the 2003 Oklahoma 48 Hours in Atoka Festival, where violence broke out. Coe of Outlaws Motorcycle Club said his attendance at the event with club colors and a weapon led to the media naming it Outlaws, a gathering which boosted outlaw country. His harsh statements and uncompromising lifestyle set Coe apart from mainstream country. Coe sang The House We've Been Calling Home about polygamy, and If That Ain't Country, I'll Kiss Your Ass, a racist slur, on Rides Again in 1977. Coe denied racism throughout. Interview from 2004 supporting songwriting as word painting, he said songwriters shouldn't be liable for song content like performers, stereotypical songs from his upbringing's language and ideals. The 1986 Son of the South album cover depicting Coe holding a Confederate flag-draped baby sparked more controversy. Coe was proud of his bond with God and his Nashville-conceived kid Tyler on the record cover. Southern Yankee rebel Cole said he was proud of his origins and not discriminatory. In another interview, Coe stated white prison prisoners called him a nigger lover for his black friendships, but a racist for using the N-word in a song. Coe said his dreadlocks, earrings, and braided beard showed that his accuser was out of their mind. He said his prison experience with a mostly black population shaped his views and artistic inspirations and proved his innocence. Underground Culture, Nothing Sacred, and Spectrum 7 demonstrated his bold music and willingness to tackle difficult topics. Coe's Key West underground culture research was inspired by Shel Silverstein's comedy CD Freakin' at the Freakers Ball. Jimmy Buffett's claim that Nothing Sacred resembled his song hampered Coe's 1978 independent release. The late Coe recording strained parameters. Spectrum 7's questionable stories sparked debate. Coe married Kimberly Hastings in a beautiful ceremony with friends like Toby Keith. Love and Songs return in Coe's sixth marriage. The Coe Effect is aggressive songs, social satire, and country music. His honesty in Spectrum VI's 1979 graphic material and song Fuck Anita Bryant criticized Bryant's LGBT hypocrisy. Racist Nigger Fucker from 1982's Underground album was criticized for its filthy language. Coe was incorrectly linked to Johnny Rebel's racist music, dirty, biased, and cruel. For Nigger Fucker, Coe is accused of racism. Neil Strauss says the CD contains a popular songwriter's most incendiary tunes. Coe denied racism. Off-air, Strauss spoke with Coe's manager. He had rock and roll fever, Panheads Forever, Nigger Fucker, Coffee, One Monkey, One More Time, Little Susie, Shallow Throat, Pick 'em, Lick 'em, Stick 'em, Don't Bite the Dick Fucking in the Butt. Stephen Thomas Erlewine praises Coe as a great, unashamed country singer who embodies the outlaw spirit of the genre, even if not the most original. Coe's debut album, Penitentiary Blues, was noted for its dark themes, focusing on prison life, substance use, and death, earning it descriptions like voodoo blues and redneck music. Influenced by artists such as Charlie Rich, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Lightnin' Hopkins, Coe's early music explored deeper, more complex subjects than typical country songs of the time. Coe himself expressed a strong interest in the more meaningful lyrics of songwriters like Christofferson, which led him to immerse himself fully in the country genre. His first country album, The Mysterious Rhinestone Cowboy, has been described as old country and pre-punk with a unique blend of country and glam rock influences. In live performances, Coe was known for his theatricality, often entering the stage on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle and wearing a rhinestone suit and a mask, branding himself as the mysterious rhinestone cowboy. Coe has attacked social issues despite racism accusations in his song lyrics. Phoenix New Times called his 1970 psychedelic concept album Requiem for a Harlequin Coe's Black Panther audition tape with soul music and KK denunciations. Later, his collaboration album Rebel Meets Rebel included the track Cherokee Cry, which criticized the U.S. government's treatment of Native Americans. Coe explained that he prefers to write songs about his personal experiences rather than overtly political topics. Though he has occasionally touched on social issues in his music, critics like Tom Jurek have recognized Coe's brilliance as a songwriter, even suggesting that he should be celebrated alongside country legends like Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash. Despite the controversy surrounding some of his work, Coe's influence on country music and his contributions to the genre's outlaw movement remain significant. David Allan Coe, like fellow musicians Willie Nelson and Jerry Lee Lewis, faced significant financial challenges with the IRS, ultimately losing the publishing rights to many of his compositions, including the famous Take This Job and Shove It in 2003. Coe said his songs up to 1984 were sold in bankruptcy for $25,000. Coe declared bankruptcy instead of negotiating with the IRS like Nelson because a flood destroyed his papers, making it impossible to show his finances. He only generates money from live concerts and his new songs.